Hi friends, I am so glad you're here. I am from His Unmeasured Grace, and I wanted to share with you today a little bit about flowers. And we've been studying flowers and learning about what verses in the Bible talk about flowers and how it relates to our lives. And we're moving into the area where we're going to see how flowers or the fruit from those flowers help us to learn what fruit we should have when we walk not in the flesh but in the spirit. And I have been really taken up with this, and I don't think I can do justice to this, but here is one of the flowers that I drew. This is from a book. I have no idea where I got it from. It's just been on my shelf for many years, and I've wanted to look at it. And it goes through the different flowers, like this one. Some of the flowers that are found in the Middle East. But then what I've also been doing is trying to show you how easily it is for you to draw things. And if you don't have artistic ability or feel you don't have artistic ability, start with a book like this. I will link it below in the comments. And this book is Large Print Flowers Coloring Book. I got it on Amazon, and I've drawn quite a few. This is one of the ones I did just yesterday, and you see how simple they are? And what I did is I took my phone and I screenshot it in the Google app, and there's a little thing that you'll see that it goes over and it puts a little frame over the picture, and then it brings up coloring pages like this flower, and then I will tell it to tell me what colors I might want to put on this flower. It can even tell you what kind of flower you're doing, but I often forget that once I did. So what I've done with some of the ones I've done, I've started to go back and write in a Bible verse. And I think if I was to do this I did it on 2, I would just put some of it, not so much, so that I would focus on part of the verse instead of a lot of the verse. And what I've been doing is, this is the journaling workbook I've been using this month, okay? And this is the Flower Bible Reading Plan. And what I've done is only had 20 verses that I've been putting into the Bible reading plans recently, so that I don't have 30, which sometimes I struggle to get them all done, because I go deeper in them than you would think. You would think, oh, it's just one verse or a few. Some of these are a little more, but I have a journaling page, and I'll copy out the verse or verses or two. Some of them had more, and I love copying out verses because it slows me down, helps me to relax and take in the words of God, that He's talking about these flowers and using them as a metaphor or a word picture to help me understand different things. It's not that I can say all these flowers are bringing across one point. You'll see the different things that I've learned about them in Jesus Journaling on Facebook. You'll find the link below. Or also, I've been sharing a lot about them on Substack, and the link is also below. You can follow me. I do have a lot of free content on Substack, and I really have been pleased with how I've been able to share about it. So those are the ideas that I have. And this is also July 2026 has been watercolor month, and to me that's any month. And this is a watercolor I've done. This is just a simple flower I copied from the one I showed you earlier, and this is watercolor, dry watercolor on dry, wet on dry. So the watercolor is wet, the paper is dry, and I put it on with the brush. I drop it onto the paper. And this is a booklet that I got at Hobby Lobby that I've been using. I love these because it's got a hard cover. It protects my drawings, but some of these are done with Prismacolor pencils. So I have really liked that. You can also do wet on it, but I wouldn't feel confident doing wet on wet you get the page wet first and then you add the wet, because it moves around and I don't want it to move around where I want to write my verse. So those are the things that I want to challenge you with. I want you to try it. That is why I want to encourage you to get this booklet from Amazon, because out of all the pictures I've seen of flowers, this one, you see how it's much like the one I just showed you? I think I copied it. It's similar. I didn't do the same colorings. You'll see all the different pictures that I colored from it. The pictures that aren't colored are like this before they're colored. And I just think they're simple. You can take your crayons. I think I could also do watercolor, but crayons, I love crayons because I can feel confident that I can get it sharpened and get it within the lines. And I can even layer some color. I can take an eraser and erase some of it to soften it. I've shown some of that in another that I shared in Jesus Journaling. So I hope this helped you, and I hope you come back and see my next video that I will create for you. I have one that I am going to be talking about going 5 powerful habits to help you go deeper with God. It's going to be a remake of a video that I did about 7 years ago. The content is still good. The video quality of back 7 years ago that I had was absolutely terrible, and yet it got views. So thank you for joining me, and have a wonderfully blessed day.